Have you ever been reading a dinosaur book with your kids and you're not really sure how to pronounce the words, so you kind of just muddle through it and hope that you're close enough? That is no longer a problem with our Alphabet of Peculiar Creatures book. On each page, there is a pronunciation guide for the creature. Some of the creatures are so crazy and unique in this book that my son didn't even believe that they were real animals. Speaking of dinosaur books, our new big picture book, Dinosaurs, does not disappoint. My son loved learning that some dinosaurs ate other dinosaurs. He loved learning about how the dinosaurs sometimes fought each other, and even their cool camouflage features. Peek Inside Force is the newest addition to our Peek Inside series, and it has all the flaps and cutouts that you have come to love and expect from this series. Someone's busy in this hole. What's going on? There's something to discover behind the flap on every page. Look Inside Things That Go is our newest addition to the Look Inside series. It's got flaps on each page. My son loves telling me all the facts that he has learned from this page. And then when we're out and about and see something like a snowplow or a street sweeper, he remembers seeing it from this book and will tell me a fact about that vehicle. Like when we drove past the construction site the other day, he could name every vehicle that he saw. My husband is an engineer, and sometimes it's a little bit hard to explain to the kids what exactly he does at work. Well, introduce Lift the Flap Engineering. This book gives an overview of what engineering is, all of the different creations and ways that engineers help make our lives easier. Topics like space are covered, and even things that my kids see in everyday life, like how bridges are built, are covered. Then you can take your learning about bridges a little bit farther in our new Bridges, Towers, and Tunnels with the Flap book. You can learn about the different types of bridges, explore some famous bridges. You can also learn about famous towers around the world. And then you learn about how tunnels are made, the equipment that is used, and even some crazy discoveries that they've made from past cultures while digging tunnels. I was a math teacher, and I know that math is not always the favorite subject for kids. Our new Lift the Flap Multiplying and Dividing book really does a great job of visually showing math. For example, here's a word problem. This dog walker can only take 2 groups of 2 dogs for a walk. How many dogs is that? Your child can take a moment to come up with their own answer and then lift the flap and check their answer. There are number lines, there are fractions, there's even a game to play. In the book Now and Then, we learn just how much things have changed between now and then. Your kids might be shocked to find out that smartphones and text messaging weren't always the way we communicated. Preparing for dinner didn't used to be as easy as running to the grocery store like it is now. Are your kids curious like mine and always asking questions like, where does paper come from? Or where do bananas come from? In the book, The Everyday Journey of Ordinary Things, we have answers for them now. This book talks about exactly how food like a banana journeys from the tree to the store to our house. There is even a page about online shopping and how your order starts and the process it takes to get to you. Oh, and where exactly does that water in the faucet come from? You can explore the answers to those questions and so many more in this book. My very first body book has already come in handy for us. When my younger son was playing in the snow the other day and his hands got really cold, it was a great opportunity to talk about all of our different senses. We've spent our fair share of time potty training in this house, and so we've had a lot of conversations about the journey food takes and how, when it finally comes out, it should end up in the toilet. Thanks for checking out some of our fascinating nonfiction books. I'd love to know in the comments which topic your reader would most like to explore more.